listen. I never thought I'd be the kind of person to get excited over a kitchen gadget, but here we are. This little thing, life-changing. You know when you're cooking and you reach for the pepper and you get those sad, weak little flakes from a pre-ground bottle? Yeah, no more of that. This thing makes you feel like a pro chef. You twist it and boom, fresh, fragrant pepper, like you just harvested it yourself. The flavor? Unreal. I swear, I put it on everything now. Eggs, pasta, even popcorn. Who knew pepper could taste this good? And let's talk about the satisfaction factor. That grind, oh, it's smooth. It feels powerful. Like, I don't know, I could start my own fancy restaurant just because I own this. Plus, it's way easier than those clunky old grinders that take a million turns to get a single speck of pepper. Honestly, if you cook even a little, you need this in your life. It's one of those things you don't realize you're missing until you have it. Egg frying pan. All right, here's the deal. If you love breakfast, especially eggs, you need this product. It's the game changer in your kitchen, no joke. I'm talking about the easiest way to get that perfect egg, whether you like it sunny side up, scrambled, or heck, even a little crispy. Seriously, it's like it was made for people who can't be bothered with flipping eggs and praying they don't break the yolk. Knife set this gadget right here. It's a game changer in the kitchen. I've been using it for a while now, and let me tell you, every cut feels like butter. Seriously, slicing through anything, vegetables, meat, you name it, has never been so smooth. The handle, perfectly balanced, so you don't have to worry about slippage or feeling like you're about to drop it mid-chop. And the best part? It looks as good as it works. Bread maker. So I've been using this product lately, and let me tell you, it's a game changer. Like, if you've ever dreamed of fresh, warm bread straight out of the oven without all the fuss, this gadget is here to make it happen. You just throw in a few ingredients, press a button, and it does the rest. I mean, it's honestly that easy. The best part? You get the smell of fresh bread wafting through your house without breaking a sweat. It's like having your own personal bakery at home. Utensil rest. Okay, so let's talk about this gadget that's literally saving my kitchen. You know when you're cooking and you're trying to juggle a million things at once? You're stirring the sauce, flipping the pancakes, and then, boom, your spoon or spatula just drips all over the counter. That mess, right? Not cute. But this thing, it's like the unsung hero of my kitchen now. Food mixer. Okay, listen up. If you haven't tried this gadget yet, what are you waiting for? It's like the secret weapon in your kitchen. You know how mixing stuff can get messy and tedious? Well, this product totally takes that off your hands. It's quick, smooth, and doesn't make a huge mess. Seriously, it's like your new best friend for baking. Throw in your dough, batter, or whatever you're whipping up, and just let it work its magic. And I'm not even joking when I say it saves you time. I've had mornings where I barely have time to make breakfast. Smart toaster. So I've been using this new gadget for a couple of weeks now, and I just have to tell you, where has this been all my life? It's like the future came to my kitchen. You put in your bread, hit a button, and somehow this thing knows exactly how you want your toast. Like, I didn't know I had preferences until it asked me. Do I want it light, golden, or maybe a little crispy around the edges? No problem. Soj grill cooker. You ever have one of those days where you just want a perfectly cooked sausage, but don't want to stand over a hot grill all day? This gadget is like a little miracle. It's like it was designed for those moments when you're starving and just want the perfect sausage, no hassle. Pop them in, set it, and just chill out while it works its magic. Food warming met. So this product, let me tell you, it's a game changer. If you're the kind of person who eats leftovers like they're a gourmet meal, then this gadget is about to become your best friend. Picture this. You've got some delicious food sitting around, maybe it's pizza, maybe it's pasta, and you're thinking, how do I make this taste like it just came out of the kitchen? Well, this little device is the answer. It's super easy to use, like a one and done situation. Just pop your plate on it, press a button, and bam, you're in business. Measuring spoon. So this little gadget here, it's a game changer, seriously. You know when you're in the middle of baking or cooking and you try to figure out how much of something you need and you're just eyeballing it like some kind of amateur chef? Yeah, we've all been there. But with this little guy, it's all measured out for you. No guesswork, no mess. It's super simple, but it just works. Over the sink colander. Okay, so listen. This product is a total game changer for your kitchen. You know how you're always trying to find a spot to drain pasta or wash veggies and you end up making a mess. Well, this gadget fixes that. It's like it was made for the chaos of a small kitchen or that moment when you're juggling 100 things at once. All you do is pop it over your sink and bam, you've got an instant place to drain, rinse, or even prep. Knife sharpener. All right, listen up. This little gadget right here, it's a game changer. You ever tried cutting something with a knife that feels more like a butter spreader? Yeah, not fun. But with this product, you can basically give your knives a second chance at life. Like, seriously, they'll be sharper than they've been in ages. You just slide your knife through it a couple of times and bam, like you've got a brand new blade. And the best part, you don't have to be some kind of expert to use it. No fancy techniques or perfect angle nonsense. Sandwich cutter. Okay, so let's talk about this product. If you're like me and constantly making sandwiches, you know that cutting them can get a little boring. But then I found this gadget and suddenly my sandwich game was completely changed. It's like it was designed by someone who gets it. Someone who understands that food should look fun, not just taste good. Bread slicer. You know that feeling when you grab a loaf of fresh bread and start slicing, but it's all uneven? One slice is way thicker than the other, and you're just staring at the mess you've made, wishing there was an easier way. Well, this product totally changes the game. It's the kind of thing that you never knew you needed until you had it, and once you do, you wonder how you lived without it. It's this super simple methermometer. Okay, let's talk about this thing. It's like a magic wand for your meat. Ever had that moment where you're grilling or roasting and you're standing there trying to guess if it's done? Yeah, I've been there. But this gadget? It takes all the guessing out of the equation. You just stick it in and bam, you know exactly where your steak, chicken, or turkey is at. Meatball maker. So I've got to tell you about this little gadget that has seriously changed my life in the kitchen. You know how making meatballs can be kind of a messy, time-consuming ordeal? Well, this thing totally eliminates that. All you have to do is load it up with your favorite meatball mix, press it down, and boom, perfectly shaped meatballs, like magic. Sushi making kit. So I recently got my hands on this sushi making kit, and let me tell you, it's a game changer. If you've ever dreamed of making sushi at home, but thought it was way too complicated, think again. This product makes it so easy, it's almost like the sushi is making itself. The whole kit comes with everything you need. Rice spreader, bamboo mat, and even a little sushi knife, all in one neat package. I'm telling you, rolling sushi has never been so fun. It's like crafting your own little masterpieces. Sink, splash guaro. So, I got my hands on this cool little gadget, and let me tell you, it's a game changer. If you're tired of that frustrating mess around your sink, water splashing everywhere, soap residue piling up, this thing's here to save the day. You just slide it right onto your sink and boom, it works like magic. It keeps the water where it's supposed to be, no more annoying puddles, and honestly, it makes cleaning a breeze. I don't even know how it works, but it just does. You get that smooth, splash-free experience every time you're washing your hands, dishes, whatever. Plus, it looks pretty sleek. Electric skillet. Okay, so let's talk about this product. If you love cooking but hate the hassle of using a bunch of different pans, you're going to fall in love with this gadget. It's like a cooking miracle. Seriously, you can cook almost anything in it, from eggs to stir fry, even pancakes. And the best part? Cleanup is a breeze. You just wipe it down, no scrubbing for hours. The temperature control, on point. You can keep things at the perfect heat, thaw belt. Okay, let's talk about this gadget. I gotta say, it's one of those things you didn't realize you needed, but now you're like, how did I live without this? You know those cold days when you're just freezing and can't get warm? Yeah, this thing, total game changer. It's like having your own personal heater, but way more comfortable and portable. Dough blender. Okay, listen up. If you've ever tried making dough by hand, you know it's a mess, right? You get your hands all sticky, everything's a flour explosion, and then you're sitting there with dough-covered hands like, why do I do this to myself? Well, this gadget, total game changer. It's like a little miracle tool that cuts through your dough like a pro. Garlic twister. Okay, so if you're like me, you've probably spent way too much time trying to peel and chop garlic. It's always messy. Your hands smell like garlic for days, and half the time, the garlic's not even in neat pieces. Enter this product. Seriously, it's a game changer. You just pop the garlic in, give it a twist, and boom, you're done. No more fumbling with knives or trying to scrape garlic off your cutting board. It's like garlic prep made easy. And the best part? No stinky hands. And basting brush. So, I've got to tell you about this little game changer. I never thought I'd be so excited about a kitchen tool, but here we are. This thing is like a magic wand for your food. You just dip it in whatever sauce or marinade you're working with and brush it over your meat, veggies, whatever you're cooking up. It's smooth, it's easy, and honestly, it just makes the whole process feel so much more professional. Condiment container. Okay, so let me tell you about this little gadget. Honestly, it's like having a secret weapon in the kitchen. You know how sometimes you're juggling ketchup, mustard, mayo, and all those little bottles? Well, this product is like, I got you. It keeps all your condiments organized, and trust me, no more squeezing the wrong bottle and making a mess. Chocolate shaver. All right, here we go. If you're a chocolate lover, stop what you're doing and listen up. This gadget is a game changer. I mean, who doesn't love chocolate? But now, imagine turning your favorite chocolate bar into a beautiful, thin, melty pile of curls. Yeah, it's that easy. Just grab any bar of chocolate and let this thing work its magic, shaving it down into perfect little ribbons. It's like having your own personal chocolate fountain, but without all the mess. Whether you're topping off your coffee, adding a fancy touch to your dessert, or even just having a little snack moment, this thing makes you feel like a chef in your own kitchen. And let's talk about the cleanup. A breeze. No hassle, no fuss. You don't even need to be an expert. Hand food chopper. Okay, so this little gadget, it's honestly a game changer. I didn't think I needed it, but now I can't imagine my kitchen without it. You just chop, 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 and it does all the hard work for you. It's like having a tiny, super efficient sous chef right there in your hand. No more struggling with knives, no more risking a finger. Plastic cutting board. All right, let's talk about this amazing little gadget. Honestly, if you're someone who spends time in the kitchen, you need this in your life. I mean, it's one of those things you didn't realize you needed until you've used it for a week, and then suddenly you're like, how did I survive without this? Spice grinder. Okay, so listen up. This little gadget right here, it's a game changer. I don't know how I lived without it before. Seriously, if you love cooking, especially with fresh spices, this thing is the MVP. It'll take your meals to a whole new level with just a twist. No more pre-ground stuff that loses its flavor. This thing is compact, so you can grind just enough for whatever you're making.